Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. Today we're in the garden. I have my phone here as the microphone, and we'll see which audio sounds better because it is a little bit windy today, so hopefully the audio sounds okay. And there is a light over there, I think you can see it right there, that buzzes really loudly, so hopefully you can't hear that either. I just thought I'd show you kind of some progress on the garden. I created a little flower bed, so I will show you all of that footage and kind of the process of how we made it. So basically what I did is I just outlined an area that I wanted to use as my flower bed, and then we dug off the top layer of just like the grass and weeds and stuff, and then we then we tilled it. I don't know why it took me so long to think of the word till, but it did. We tilled the area, and now it's pretty much ready to plant. My father-in-law is going to spray some weed killer in there for me, just that way, you know, the flowers will have just some nice plain soil to work with instead of having to fight against all the weeds that are over there. So it was pretty easy, and then we just got some bricks. There's like random bricks all over the property. I think it was actually from one of the old schoolhouses in the area. I have no idea how they came to be here, but we have them all over the place, and so I gathered up some of those and just made like a cute little border just to kind of, you know, border it off. Eventually I would like to have like not just one flower bed, but have like most of this area be flowers and different types of flowers and things, but you know, that's a work in progress thing, right? It's not going to happen all at once. It probably won't even happen this year or next year, or honestly the year after that. It's going to be a years and years long process to make this exactly how I want it to be. But I figured one flower bed is a good place to start, and I have some wildflower seeds that I think I'll plant probably in the next episode of this. I will show you planting, and then hopefully they grow okay. There's some hawks over there. I don't know if I can. Wow. There were six hawks over there earlier, which is insane. Usually there's like two, and I was looking out the window, and then I was like, oh, a third one, and then I was like, a fourth one, a fifth one, a sixth one. So of course I immediately ran out to check on my chickens, and they're fine. But in fact, you might hear them because they're just right over there. But anyway, sorry, hawk tangent aside, that is kind of what I've been working on. And then I figured I would just kind of show you around the rest of the garden area and kind of how things are looking. The trees are extremely difficult to get rid of. I can show you some before pictures, and we'll go over there and see what it looks like right now. I got some sprout killer. It's called Sucker Punch, and it's supposed to kill tree sprouts, and they're as alive as can be. So I think I need to cut them down again and go through another round of putting that on there, and hopefully they will die, just because they are such pests and they take over everything, and I don't want them to take over the whole area. I want to be able to really use this area as much as I want, and they are invasive, as invasive can be. So I will go show you over there what that area is looking like. We'll go from there. Okay, so this is kind of what we're working with here. As you can see, there's definitely still a lot of buds. I cleared out all this area. I still need to take away that pile of branches. There's that giant pile of bricks I was talking about. And then if you come over here towards the shed, you can see all of these ones that we just like hacked the crap out of, and they are still just like alive and well. So, and then there's more over here. This building used to be a goat shed. My pipe dream is to turn it into a studio. I've talked about that a little bit in the first episode where I showed my vision board, but it's a pretty big space, but it would need a lot of work to become a studio. And then if we walk over here, we will see I still have all of these trees to clear out. I honestly might leave them for a while just because that's going to be so much work, because these trees just take over everything. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at. I know that this is a little bit of a shorter video, but I really just haven't gotten to planting yet, so I can't show you that. I'm waiting on my father-in-law to do the spraying, and I don't know exactly when he plans on doing that, so I just figured I would show you kind of the in progress, and I think that's how a lot of these episodes will be, because it takes time, and I don't have an unlimited budget of money and time to complete this the way that I want it to be immediately and have all this work done. And I also have chronic illnesses, so coming outside and like working with my hands on my knees tends to cause a lot of aches and pains. So I have to kind of not necessarily take it easy, but just be aware of my body and how much I'm using it and how much I'm working. But the weather is getting better. It's a nice, beautiful, sunny day today. It's supposed to be really nice for the rest of the week and next week. So hopefully that will mean more time outside and more time in the garden. If you have any tips for me or any ideas that you think would be cool for me to incorporate into this cottage garden, let me know. I'm always happy to hear about them. And if you missed the first episode, go check that out. I explained kind of my whole vision for this area and showed generally what the entire space looks like. And I'm really excited. I've never really had a place like this to just completely make into my own. And I have always wanted to have just like a beautiful flower cottage garden. So my dreams are coming true, one step at a time. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!